Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Let's see what's going on here. We have the Moon. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. The Four of Cups. We have the Horned God. Four of Swords. Six of Pentacles. And Queen of Cups. I feel like you're trying to decide who's on your side and who's not on your side. That you're trying to figure that out. I feel like maybe you're questioning the people that are around you and you're like, well, I don't really know who is on my side and who is looking out for me and who is not. I kind of feel like that's kind of like you kind of standing in the moon in the dark, and you're looking at the water and you're just thinking about things and you're trying to figure things out and you're trying to decide who is worthy of my time, who is worthy of my attention, who is really on my side, who do I let in the door, and who do I not? Again, who is on my side and who is not on my side? I feel like this is something that's going to take some time to figure out, but I feel like that's something that you're questioning, something that you're thinking about, something that you are trying to decide, because maybe there's been some things that have been going on that are making you say, okay, I think this is something that I need to get under control. I feel like this is something, that I need to deal with. We have the Queen of Cups. I feel like, this is going to be something that's emotional. This is something that you have to think about, but it's also like wondering or seeing that maybe someone that you thought was in your corner really isn't in your corner, really isn't looking out for you. And it could also be that maybe there are some relationships that you have to readjust, that you don't go into detail about how you're feeling and going into detail with things, because that makes you more vulnerable. It's almost like you have to step back a bit. You have to kind of put a guard up if it's somebody that you want to keep in your life, but you realized, okay, I can't be as open with that person. And there may be some people that you feel that you can be more open with, that you can let some of those walls down, and you can be more vulnerable with them. I feel like it's ever changing, the relationships that we have with people. And then sometimes we think, okay, like you can open up that door more with people, and then it's like maybe they show a side, and then it's like, okay, I need to close that door. But then again, maybe as the relationship goes on, it's like, okay, I can open up that door. So I feel like it's this ever evolving thing, with relationships, whether it's friendships, family members, partnerships, business, whatever, any kind of relationship. It's like, I feel like it's always like this kind of this opening and then closing. I feel like there are certain people that you always kind of have that, okay, do I let you in today or I don't? Let me think about that. All right, we have the Strength card and the Moon card. I feel like this makes you feel stronger. This makes you feel more confident. I feel like this is something that you've kind of come to the point where you're like, yeah, I think I really need to reassess some of my relationships. I really need to really think about who it is that I want to have in my life. But also the Moon card is about deception, and it's also about not being able to see things clearly. And it's also about like not being able to see the path, because sometimes things can be distorted, images can be distorted, and we're like, well, I thought this relationship was this way, but in reality, when I shine the light on it, it's really not that way. And maybe there are some relationships that have been distorted, okay? We have the Six of Wands, which is success and victory and rising above. And we have the Sun card, which is totally cool because that is, I feel like you're feeling more confident in yourself. Maybe there were some relationships, you know, some friendships or some connections that you were like, well, I'm not really sure, you know, or maybe you were like, what was I thinking? Why did I tell that person that? You know, sometimes we all kind of have that. We're like, oh, why did I say that? Like it was coming out of my mouth and I was like, whoa, hello, disconnect from my brain to my mouth. But I feel that maybe that's why this is, you know, coming up, but you're feeling more secure because you're knowing about who is on your side and who's not, and who you want to open those doors to and who you don't. There may be some people that are holding you back, you know, are there people that are holding you back from those things that you want to do? And do you just want to break those ties and say, hey, I want to be me, I want to do what I want to do, and you're either with me or you're not with me. You're either on my side or you're not on my side, okay? Not holding yourself back from things that you want to do because other people are trying to put their opinions in there. And that's maybe why you are adjusting these relationships, is because you're like, well, I want to surround myself with people that are positive and are supportive for me. All right. There may be some people that are just kind of aloof. Maybe some people that are lazy. Some people that are not putting the effort into the relationship like you are. Maybe you are putting a lot of effort and a lot of work into a relationship, a partnership, whatever that may be, and you're just not feeling that back. And you're like, well, why should I keep doing this? Why should I be the one that's giving 100% when you're only giving 40%, when you're being lazy and you're not putting the work or the effort into it? And you're like, why should I keep doing that? Because it's a one-sided relationship, you know? And then you're like, well, I'm not going to keep doing that anymore. I'm going to keep the door closed on that. We have the Horn God, which is the Emperor, and that is somebody who knows what they want. They know, they're very grounded. They know where they want to go. They know what they want to surround themselves with. They know the direction that they want to go. And moving forward may be a little difficult for you because we do still have the swords up in the air, and it might be like, yeah, there's going to be those kind of prickly moments, those difficult moments when you are reassessing your relationships with the people that you have around you, because some feelings may be hurt, and some people may realize that you're not opening the door to that, and they may question that, and you know, you may have to sit down and, you know, explain why that is happening, and they may not like the reasoning, but you know, that doesn't matter because it's how you feel. We have the Four of Swords, and that's taking a rest. I feel like this is something that is not going to be the easiest thing to do, but you are going to come out stronger and better, and I feel like in a better place mentally because, again, you are surrounding yourself with those people that are positive and that are on your side and that are there to help you. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, she is handing out some coins, and this lady here is handing her flowers, and this person here has his hand out, but he has some dice, some things that he is hiding behind his back. So it's trying to decide who is worth your time and who is not. And I feel like with this one, it's like there are some relationships, or like I said, some doors that you have to close, that, like I said before, not maybe keeping the relationship, but not being as vulnerable in the relationship, and deciding who you can be all in with and who you are just partially in. And maybe there are some relationships that you have to let go of, but it's to focus on, you know, maybe there were, say, 5 people around you, but 3 of them were not being on your side, you know, 3 of them, just like up here, which is kind of funny because we have the five of Wands here, so there's 2 on this side and 3 on that side. So maybe there were 3 relationships you have to let go, but there's 2 relationships that you can focus on. But it's better for you to have the 2 relationships around you that are strong and are positive, rather than having, say, the 5 where 3 of them are toxic or not good or not fulfilling, or you're doing all the work, or not, you know, as fulfilling as these 2 here. They're not on board or positive with you. So in my opinion, I'd rather have just the 2 rather than having the 5. We have a Queen of Cups, and then we have the Death card, and the Death card is about a transition and transformation, and I definitely feel that that's what this reading is here, is you transforming, is you transitioning to having those people that are positive for you, that care about you, and that are helping you to move forward in a positive way, and are on your side, and are looking out for you, and are giving back to you. Like she's handing the flowers back to that lady, and it's that give and take, and not something where, well, this person's kind of being sneaky because he has this stuff behind his back. And like over here, I was feeling like that if there's somebody that's being lazy and they're not putting as much effort into the relationship, and I feel like this is kind of the energy that you're in, is that you're really looking at those relationships around you to see which ones are positive, which ones are helping you to move forward, which ones are supporting you in your decisions that you want. And when times get tough, who is really by your side and who is not there, who is not communicating, who is only around when the times are good, but they're not there when the times are rough. And I feel like that's something that you're really looking at. And I feel like that's important with all people. We all kind of have those people that are kind of just on the outskirts of our, you know, relationships, our circles. But, you know, that's okay, because sometimes we like to have those friends that we just kind of communicate with every once in a while. But I feel like these are relationships that are maybe more regular relationships, and maybe even family members that, you know, they're in your life, but like, are they really supporting you? Are they being deceptive, you know? Are they really not there to help you? All right, so let's pick an animal oracle card and see what we got going on. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Okay. Now is a lucky time because maybe you're seeing these things before they evolve into something that's bigger. And you're able to see things and work through things now before it starts to turn into a problem, and you're able to take a look at it. You know, maybe it's a little cloudy now, but I feel like with the moon here and then the sun shining a light on those relationships and being able to take a closer look at them. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.